all about that bounce you can hear. LLOYD is in the building. All easy with you. Destined with you. Destined with you. No one can truly know how deep is your love. If you need me, let me know. It's just you and I. With that epic smile, rising in my heart. I can't take it, no, I can't bring it. Carry in my heart. No one can truly know how deep is your love.
Hey, how y'all doing? This is your boy LLOYD REIGN. You already know, hit maker, well, song singer. A lot of people love what I do, you know. It's great, it's a blessing. And I love to make people happy. Pretty much what I do is a variety of pop music. So it is a mix of Afro. It has a little bit, sometimes of electro too. It might surprise people, but it has a lot of pop in it. So it's mainly pop, considered pop.
You make me stronger, times and times again. Wonderful, knowing I'm your lover, my lady. Beautiful, one in a million. I mean it. No stress or fight can make me give it up. You the best, oh na na na. Then let me lift you up, live it up, 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 up.
Well, pretty much, yeah, LLOYD REIGN from Gabon, born and raised in Libreville. Started making music there with the group. For those who already know, the group's still so high, you know, Avalon Spirit. And, you know, we did our thing from back home. And then I decided to take it over here to the US. So been living here ever since, singing here, doing, you know, shows here and there. Releasing my music over here. Started in Atlanta first, where we are right now, ATL, and now I'm in Miami, pretty much releasing most of my music from there, touching a little bit of the scene over here, so you know, that's how we do.
Can you talk about a little bit about your album?
Yeah, absolutely. I already released Exodus 1, which is pretty much summarize pretty much most of the work that I've done so far. And I have a whole bunch more left that I couldn't put in the album for XYZ reason. Now we're working on Exodus 2 that is coming next year. The specific date is not set up yet, but it will be disclosed in a little bit of time. And there's a whole lot of things coming for 2019. I hope y'all ready.
Well, I'm in love, and this feeling that we have will be deep enough to feel us off this ladder. Pretty girl, LLOYD REIGN, gearing up, switching up the fast lane. One love, heartbreak, ton pied, mon pied, soulmate. How deep is your love? If you need me, let me know. It's just you and I. With that epic smile, rising in my heart. I can't take it, no, I can't bring it. Carry in my heart. No one can truly know how deep is your love. If you need me, let me know. It's just you and I. With that epic smile, rising in my heart. I can't take it, no, I can't bring it. Carry in my heart. Destined with you, destined with you, destined with you, destined with you.
What we realize is we have a lot of fans and we have a lot of demands. So we're gonna release a whole lot more music. The goal is to release a few singles, at least 3, 4, maybe even 5, before the single is released. So the album, sorry, is released. The album will be released probably around June and July. So before that, there's gonna be 3, 4 singles around that released. Mona Lisa, which is one of the singles, the video is already shot and everything is about to be coming very soon. And you know, there's a new way, new experience, new strategy that is about to be released. So I'm really excited about that.
No before mouth.
That's all what we have, baby. Yes, I know I made you mad, but I had to let you know lately there's something that makes me mad. I hate to see you moving on. Hate, hate, hate to watch you moving on. Hate, hate, hate to see you moving all over again. Yeah. Have you ever felt your heart beating so hard that you always lost? That's why we both smiling. I miss you, darling. You are my boo. Oh, baby, listen. You are my boo. Oh, please understand. Without you, I'm stuck. Without you, I'm stuck. And now I'm fed up. I want to start over again. Baby, what it do? I just can't get over you. I guess I was a fool for cheating on you. No man is perfect, you already know. You say I deserve it, maybe it's so. Was out of line, and you one of a kind. Uplift my spirit and you make me shine. Oh my, I'm letting everybody know.
The first album has already been released pretty much on all the platforms. iTunes, Spotify, Deezer, pretty much everywhere you can get it. Even, I believe, on SoundCloud, you can also get it. Most of the singles and the videos are already on YouTube. And my social media where you can find me is LLOYD REIGN Official. LLOYD REIGN, LLOYD. REIGN, REIGN Official. So again, LLOYD REIGN, LLOYD, REIGN Official. LLOYD REIGN Official. You can find it on Instagram, Facebook, wherever you want. Look it up. I'm there.
I hate to see you moving on. Hate to watch you moving on. Hate to see you moving all over again. You are my boo. Oh, baby, listen. You are my boo. Oh, please understand. Without you, I'm stuck. Without you, I'm stuck. And now I'm fed up. I want to start over again.
What I do, let's say if I'm put in a category, let's say compare to African singers, let's start with the African side. Pretty much they are very most of the time they are typical to where they're from. Most of the time they sing in a specific language, or they use, you're a product of your environment. Most of the time they use dialects from their countries, and they have a specific typical sound that is from where they're from. And it's the same thing for Americans. The ones who sing pop or whatever they do, they are using patterns and words and expressions that are typical to the US. The good thing is I'm pretty much a mix of both. It's not your typical pop. Some might say it's even dancehall. Some might say it sounds a little, it's the good thing is it's a mix of all of that. And like I said, no one else is really doing that. That's what pretty much makes the little difference. I have, I believe that I have a sound that is typical to mine. They say usually when you release a song in a place, it's targeted for a specific market. Now, if it's about the United States, it could work. It could always work. Don't let anybody fool you. It could work. The only thing is, it has to be typical to what they're used to listen to. Most of the time, I will say to maximize your chances, doesn't mean it has to be that, but to maximize your chances, it will have to be in English to begin with. It doesn't have to be, but it's better if it is. You have more chances if it is. If it's not, it's way more complicated. You need different elements, but it's all about the elements that you use. If you use stuff that they can relate to, they're gonna like it. If you use stuff that they do, it's all about the connection. When you release music, it's all about connection. It's emotions. If the people can relate to what you sing, they're gonna mess with it. If not, they're just gonna say that's not for them. So if the beat goes with what they're used to listen to, if the beat goes with I want to say, let's say take the Southern 808 style, the dirty South sound, whatever you want to call it, with lots of 808 and all that. If you use that and you mix it with some, even if you're singing with the Niger, if you in Yoruba or whatever you want to call it, if they're able to understand you and to relate to what you're singing, they're gonna mess with it. That's it. I was so surprised because it's actually the 3rd edition. So it was, I didn't know what to expect. They just contacted me, flew me out. I didn't know what to expect. I showed up. It was a lot of people. People absolutely loved it. And it's a great initiative. It is something that needs to be done more often. And the word needs to get out so that it spreads even more and more and more. So we get even more people than we did. And end up being in a big old theater. Why not? Well, I want to tell them great work, great job, amazing job, great coordination. Everything cannot go specifically as planned, but it always worked for the best. Congratulations to the guys. Anybody that was part of this event, anybody that tried to make it happen. And big shout out to my boy Emax, you know, who always make it happen. And you know, to Mr. Moise too behind the camera, you know. We got big people doing big things, and it's great. It's not about where you are, it's all about the value that you have and where you're going. Don't let anybody fool you or tell you you are any less than what you are, because you're not where you want to be. You may not be where you want to be, but you're way farther than where you were when you started. And a wise man even told me, we don't realize it, but most of the time, God has already granted 90% of what we ask him. Most of the time. Think about it.